I'm backing up my truck, I'm gonna hook it up, loading up my boat with all my gear. I've been working hard all week, trying to make ends meet, spending time wishing I was fishing. Well, Terry Wickstrom wants to take you fishing. Gather up your gear and come along. Well, Terry Wickstrom wants to take you fishing.
This is Terry Wickstrom. Join Karen Cullum, Greg Claudio, and me as we take you to some of our favorite fishing spots from Colorado to Minnesota, the Arctic Circle to Central America and beyond. As we revisit episodes of Mountain States Fishing and Angling Adventures Television on the best of fishing with Terry Wickstrom.
Hey, today's adventure, we're in Glenwood Springs, Colorado, at the Hotel Colorado. We're joined by Kevin Kipp. Kevin, we've been a gracious host. Thank you for inviting us to your place.
Terry, thanks for being with us.
And this guy you recognize, Greg Channing, to fish with you again.
Oh, you bet.
I tell you what, we're here. You know, on Angling Adventures, we like to take you to destination, fishing destinations, places you want to plan your trips and go. And this is definitely one of them. We're here, and we're going to tell you a lot more about the place. But in Glenwood Springs, just within casting distance of the Hotel Colorado, you virtually have 3 gold medal waters. We've got the Colorado River, we've got the Roaring Fork River, and the Frying Pan, which you and I are going to go out and fish today.
You bet.
And it's Frying Pan probably is famous for producing the biggest fish out of the 3, but the other 2 are they're gold medal fisheries, and it's just a tremendous opportunity. But Kevin, coming here and staying at the hotel itself is just an experience in itself, and there's a lot to do here, and it's just a tremendous place for families to come.
Oh, absolutely. The activities are abundant here. Of course, the Colorado lifestyle surrounds us. Glenwood Springs is a lot about the water, obviously, with the hot springs, the confluence of the Colorado River and the
Roaring Fork
River. Frying Pan's nearby as well. But we've got the lifestyle that's around us, the biking, the rafting, the hiking, the horsebacking, and within that mix, a beautiful historic hotel, 111 years old as of this past June. The hotel was built in 1893, and we really have a very broad mix of clientele. A lot of families, as you see, throughout the summer, and more in the shoulder season, you'll see a lot of the group business, the conference type business. We literally have a wedding every weekend here throughout the course of the season, which is great. We've got courtyard, a true alfresco dining experience when the weather is good, but that's good most of the time here in Glenwood Springs. So yeah, it's a diverse mix of people that come here, and the hotel offers I think a little something for everybody.
We're going to get back and tell you a little bit more about all the activities around here. By the way, it's not a bad looking drive coming over here either. It's pretty beautiful coming through that canyon. But I tell you what, we're going to come back, and Kevin and I are going to tell you more about the activities in the hotel here. But Greg, we've fished the Colorado River here in past episodes, and you and I floated the Roaring Fork here in a past episode. We may show you a little of that footage. We want to show you the diversity of fishing here. Probably show you some scenes from those 2 fisheries. All right, tell you what, we're going to get out on the river, see if we can get a few of those. We'll come back and tell you a little bit more about Hotel Colorado and Glenwood Springs. All right, well, Greg, this is my first trip to the Pan. We're on the Frying Pan. We're staying at the Hotel Colorado. I fished the Roaring Fork, I fished the Colorado, which are virtually casting distance from the hotel. I mean, you can see them out your window. The Frying Pan is just a huge distance away. It's at least a 15-minute drive to where you start, and then another half hour up the river.
You've got to really stress yourself to get to it.
But of the 3 rivers in this area, in this system, the Colorado, and in this section anyway, in this section down by Glenwood Springs, and the Roaring Fork are much more known for the float fishing trips. They're hard to wade, they're faster flowing, deeper rivers with maybe not as much public access.
Right, and you can cover more water that way.
But the Frying Pan is really known as a wading river.
Absolutely. If you look at it, it's perfect. It's got the riffles up here. It has deep plunge pools. And they've got fish in here that are, I hate to say it, but they've got some up to 24 pounds.
This is also known for the big fish. We're right below Root Eye Reservoir. There's a lot of mysis shrimp that wash down, so the growth rate is phenomenal. Or actually, you've got a mysis shrimp and a nymph. I've got 2 small, size 20 and 22 nymphs with 6X tippet. The guy at the fly shop told me 7, but I don't know if I can land a big fish on 7X tippet. So I'm going to try 6. We may not get a big one today, but we're certainly in the waters where we could. But we want to show you this is just another one of the great waters right here by the Colorado Hotel. So let's go out here and kind of tell me what we're going to do.
All right. What we're going to do is there's this section runs along, and it's kind of smooth and flat along here, and these fish will stage up in here. But right here is a kind of a plunge pool. We call it the bend hole. And a lot of times they'll sit just below the lip right where it drops off.
Now it's fairly early in the day and we expect bugs to come off the water later. There are some coming off now, but we're starting with nymphs. So I've got 2 small nymphs below indicators, and you've got a mysis and a small nymph below an indicator. We're going to float those through. That's how we intend to start. As the sun comes up in the valley and the water warms, we may see some more dry fly action. We'll just kind of play it as it goes.
Yeah.
Feels pretty good, actually. Good pull. I don't think he knows I've got him yet.
Well, you don't want to tip your hand too quickly.
I'd like to get him swimming against the current. That's right, you fight the current. Save my tippet. All right. All right.
And there's a dam upstream, so I'll stop short of that, I'm sure.
Yeah, oh, I don't want to get my knot in there. This light tippet, you got to be so careful. 6X tippet, and I can't tell how big the fish is yet. I'm afraid to put pressure on him. Just a nice fish, just a nice, not a big fish, just a nice fish.
He is on the end of your line.
Yeah, and
Can you get him?
I think I got him. Well, you want to net him since he's
All
right by
right.
you?
A brownie.
Yeah, it's a brown. He's not ready though. Nice, just a nice brown.
There you go. Swarm.
Go ahead.
Right in
there we go.
Excellent. Oh, pretty colors.
All right, here, let's take the rod and I'll get him up for the camera. Go ahead, put your
Alrighty.
net down in the water, kind of. There we go. Get a good shot of him. Get my hands wet in that ice cold water. I'm gonna get him back in water, but look at the colors on a beautiful brown. Isn't that a gorgeous fish? It's just a beautiful, beautiful fish. You know, the irony of this is the last few weeks I've been fishing for browns and catching rainbows. I came here to catch big rainbows. My first fish is a nice brown. Oh, he's lively yet. And there he goes. Frying Pan River, just outside of Glenwood Springs. Staying at the Hotel Colorado. Got so much good water to fish here. The Frying Pan, the Colorado, the Roaring Fork. In fact, you know, we drifted the Colorado not too long ago and the Roaring Fork. Let me show you a couple shots of what we did there. There we go. Well, we'll see what it is. Right in that rippled water again. It doesn't feel nearly as big as the other ones. I don't know if it's a whitefish or a rainbow. It's a white. It's a white, smaller whitefish. I'm used to catching much bigger ones by now. But, oop, almost trying to get my my fly line up in the guides there. Oh, it's not bad. It's not bad at all. It's a nice fish. All right. Thank you, Bill. Yeah. Thank you. Well, you know, this is the way to fish. You get taken care of in these drift boats. You get one guy out here landing the fish, another guy positioning the boat. They take you right. That's a lot bigger than I thought. Whoa. I mean, I thought it was.
Get your hand around it. See, they're so hard to hold on
They're so solid, so solid. Now that this Chinese fire drill is over with, look at that. You know what? That's a nice fish. I thought it was a lot smaller than that. When it got close, it didn't get out in the fast water, so I was able to play it a lot more. But we're going to let this one go anyway. We're up here just to have some fun.
They're still just spewing eggs everywhere.
Yeah, they're in the spawn. We're up here. We're up here. It's the middle of November. What's it? The 10th, 11th of November. It's a beautiful day. The weather's 50 degrees. It's warm and sunny. We're dressed fairly good, but it was cool in the morning. Colorado River. We're just east of Glenwood Springs. In fact, we parked at a public parking at the Grizzly Creek exit where Hanging Lake is. There's a place to put the drift boats in right there. We're going to pick the drift boats up right in Glenwood Springs.
Right at Two Rivers Park.
What is that, about a 6 mile?
6 mile float.
6 mile float, and we've done about 2 of it or 3 of it so far.
3 maybe.
We're about, yeah, we're about halfway through. We've caught numbers of whitefish, we've got rainbows, we got browns, and we haven't even stopped for lunch yet. It's just, what you guys, you know, I've never done a float trip before, and I've never fished for whitefish before, and I'm just, it won't be my last time. Fish on, double! Oh!
All right.
Oh, double!
There's a whitefish. Yeah.
Ooh, oh, come on, come on, come on.
Yeah, gosh, you didn't tell me on trout.
Come on. If you give me that net, I think I can get this one.
He was hanging right off the edge, man. He was spotted. Well, check that.
There's one.
You got one on?
Not yet, but I anticipate.
Oh, come here, baby. Yeah! Woo! All right. Nice, nice rainbow. Nice rainbow. This is a really nice rainbow. Once I get them settled down, I'll show it to you.
Well, that was a big.
Doubled up.
There we go.
Oh, you got one on?
Yeah.
You can take the net. Net's yours if you need it. Got it? Nice rainbow, and Greg's playing another fish. I'm gonna get this back in the water while the action's hot, and we'll see if we can get another one. And there she goes.
Didn't quite get him.
Still got him on, Greg?
I got him on, but haven't got him in yet. Almost. Well, that's a big whitefish.
Tell you, the action's just popping right now. You don't want to waste time. Can't stop the boat. All we can do is catch fish.
That's a hefty one, man.
Wow, that's a hefty, hefty whitefish. And you know, they're so strong. I mean, I know we're after trout today, but they put up such a fight. I'll tell you what, we're going to get you back out in the water in just a minute, but I want to tell you about the activities. You know, as a destination, Kevin, people come here, whether it's I can't say whether the guy comes to fish and the family wants to do things, because a lot of times nowadays the woman is the fly fisher in the family.
Sure.
We're finding.
Oh, yeah.
But if one or more members of your family like to fish, but everybody doesn't, this can be a great family destination, can it? We just got tremendous activities right within walking distance of the hotel.
Well, absolutely. That's one of the beauties of the location of the Hotel Colorado and Glenwood Springs being so central to everybody in Colorado. You've got the hot springs pool, which is literally right across the street from our hotel. We've got the Vapor Cave, maybe a minute walk to the due east, which are 2 huge attractions here. People come for much of that activity. Just for those activities.
Come just for those. In fact, those hot springs are not only hot springs, but they have different temperatures of water, and they go down to a pool area, and there's a total water park with slides, the whole thing, and then the Vapor Cave. So those are huge attractions for people who stay here by themselves.
And for young and old, we have there are a lot of salons and spas here, very centrally located to the hotel. We actually have 2 spas here in our basement of the hotel, so people can get the massages, the facials, be pampered. Not just the ladies. The men love that stuff too. The kids like it.
Well, in addition to those activities too, as you'll see from some of the footage here, tremendous river rafting right through here, down the Colorado River. We see the people rafting these rivers, both float fishing but recreational rafting. There's a lot of that. Mountain bikes. You rent mountain bikes right here at the hotel.
We do, and the folks at Canyon Bikes are incredible. They have an array of bikes, again, for all generations. You've got the baby buggies that you can hook on the back. You've got the true, you know, the real mountaineer type mountain bike, and everything in between.
And you come here, And if part of the members of your family fish, if you're watching this show, there's somebody that fishes in the family probably. I'll tell you, you're going to have 3 gold medal world-class fisheries. Virtually 2 of them are right across the street, 2 blocks away. The other one's just a few miles down the road as you go towards Aspen. But you've got everything else here. What a way, come spend a weekend, do 2-3 days of fishing. The family's not bugging you because you're in some remote lodge and they've got nothing to do. There's just a wonderful place. So I tell you what, we better get the fishing guy back out in the water, and we'll come back later and tell him more about the hotel. That on a nymph?
Yeah, a little blue-wing olive nymph. Brown trout.
I was just going to switch to something surface because I tangled my nymphs again. Boy, in that current, they're fight, don't they? Another brown, huh?
Yeah, I think he may have gotten lodged in that rock, though.
He's still on there?
There he is.
Got him?
He's back out in play.
There he is. Oh yeah, that's a nice one.
Yeah.
This way? Okay.
Let me bring him.
Oh yeah, come on. Well, we came out here to get big rainbows and we're catching browns.
Well, in the fall, you never know. Oh, this is a male.
Nice. Oh, it's...
You got him?
Pretty fish.
All
Got
right.
him. Pretty fish. Let's get the hooks out of him.
Yeah. Well, isn't that funny? He went and hid right underneath that rock ledge.
Oh yeah.
Look at that, the colors on that. Autumn gold.
Aren't they beautiful?
Orange spots. There you go.
There he goes.
You're back.
It's time now for Terry's tackle tip of the week.
If you come to the Hotel Colorado to fish the Frying Pan especially, or the Roaring Fork, or the Colorado River, you're going to need a good pair of waders. That's going to be one of the most essential things you're going to need. I love these from Wright & McGill, Essentials and Accessories. They fit so well, yet they're loose enough to move around in. Got the back brace, keeps your back from getting sore in a day, especially in the boat. This is really good for a day in the boat because you're bouncing around and twisting. And the tackle packs from Wright & McGill. Now I don't wear these when I'm in the drift boat. I'll set it down next to me, but out here, what I really like about these tackle packs, I break off a lot when I'm fly fishing. I'm retying constantly, not because I need to change flies, but I'm always adjusting my equipment. I open this up like this. I've got a work surface right here. I can open my fly box and I can work right here. Another great feature of these is the leader management system. You'll see the tippet material feeds right out of the bottom here. I can pull some tippet, it's under tension, tie it back on, never having to open that up, get a fly out and away I go. Great tackle packs and waders from Wright & McGill, Essentials and Accessories.
That was Terry's tackle tip for this week, and now back to more angling adventures.
I tell you what, I hope you've enjoyed the fishing here. But I tell you what, as a destination, it isn't just a fishing place. Coming to the Hotel Colorado, if you didn't go to any of the surrounding activities we've talked to people about and didn't enjoy the fishing, people come to this hotel just because of what it is. I mean, first of all, the accommodations are wonderful. It's an old hotel that's been kept in fantastic shape and refurbished, but it's a historic place. And people, there's been people like Doc Holliday and Al Capone, and there's pictures of Teddy Roosevelt all over. Tell us a little bit about the hotel.
Well, the hotel was built by Walter Devereaux. Construction started about a year prior to the completion of the hotel. It took about a year to build. And Walter Devereaux was very successful in copper, silver, gold mining. He actually had 4 brothers, but Walter was the catalyst and the main influence in building the hotel and also bringing the railroad to Glenwood Springs from Denver. And so it was built as a grand palace for travelers abroad from all over the world because of the amenities and the spas and the waters that were available here. Through the course of those years, we entertained presidents, President Roosevelt most predominantly.
In fact, didn't the teddy bear originate here?
Well, legend has that the teddy bear received its birth here at the Hotel Colorado. because of Teddy Roosevelt's
Right, yeah, that's why I brought that up.
frequent visits and popularity. He would come to the area to fish. He'd come to the area to hunt. And this was known as the little, Western White House.
Well, in addition to the historic, I mean, people come here just for the history. I mean, there's pictures. Folks, you come stay here, you got to walk around the hotel. There's murals, there's pictures, there's little plaques up that tell you about all this history. It's just rich, but it's just a great place to stay, too. And you've got a wonderful lounge. You've got great dining.
Excellent dining. And I'm a little prejudiced because I am the food and beverage director here at the hotel, but we're very proud of our food. We're very proud of our sleeping rooms and the amenities that we can offer people. I think you've got some footage of some of the rooms and some of the suites
we do
that we have. There's a variety of sizes and price ranges available.
I'll tell you what, folks. There's just so much here. The hotel, Hotel Colorado. What a great destination to go on a world-class fishing.
Our home away from home.
I tell you, world-class fishing. We've stayed here. This is our second trip here. You guys have treated us great. It's just a wonderful place to stay. If you're looking for an angling adventure that you can take the whole family on, rich in history, full of activities, come to Glenwood Springs, the Hotel Colorado. We're going to have the phone numbers, the website right up here. I assume you have a website we can put up here.
HotelColorado.com.
We'll put all that right up there. We'll have it again in the credits of the show at the end. Give these guys a call, but get up here and enjoy this and join us on our next angling adventure.